Let me record it. Yeah. See, last 2 days I was not feeling well, so we didn't take a class. I think we were discussed previously with data, right? So this was the last function which I discussed, if I'm not wrong. Right, guys? So the next functions are date part. Okay. So date part is nothing but fetching a part of the value from a date, which means if let's say the current date is 2021 hyphen 10 hyphen 15. If you want to fetch only 2021 as output, or if you want to fetch month as output, or if you want to fetch date as output, then we have to use the date part. Okay. Fetching only the date value, or fetching only the year value, or fetching only the month value, right? So I'll tell you the example for this. So select date part of, let's say if you want to fetch year out of it, then yy comma, if it is get date, then use get date. Otherwise you can use your column name from the existing table. It will retrieve current year if you use year. So it will accept two arguments, date part. The first one is which part of the date you want to fetch it, and the second one is the input provided date value. You can also provide here the hard coded value. Hard coding you can do it this way, 2021 hyphen 09 hyphen 09. If you want to fetch, let's say month, you can do it, right? So month will be fetched as output. And let's say if you want to use two functions at a time, date add or date part. How to? First you will add, let's say you have get date. Okay, select get date. It will retrieve today's date and time, right? So now there is a scenario called you need to add some 30 days to it, or 10 days, right? How to add that? Date add of td comma 20, right? So this is the syntax to add a 20 days to the existing date, right? So it will give the date value after 20 days, all right? But if you want to fetch the month name out of it, once you add it, how to fetch it? So it will be on top of this, you need to write again date part of, let's say, date, and then close it. See, and if you want to fetch month, you can fetch out of it. November 11, right? So that is how it is. And then see here, we are using the manual values or hardcode values. If you want to use it from any other table, you can. You can just give the column names here instead of get date, and then from class, from table. That's it. Okay. Guys, any questions or concerns here? The date part. It will be a simple functions, but in real time, you'll have to use it regularly. All these functions. Okay. And then there is a function called datediff. It will calculate difference between two provided input dates. It will calculate the difference between two provided input dates. Okay, so which means let's say I want to calculate date difference between two values. Select date diff. So this date diff will be calculated either in months or years or dates. So let's say if I want to calculate on days, it will accept three arguments. The first argument is which part of the date you want to calculate as a difference. And then the second argument is first input value. And then second argument is second input value, which will be calculated on the difference. Let's say I'll hard code the values here 2021 hyphen 01 hyphen 01, right? And then here one more value 2021 hyphen 10 hyphen 15. So I want to calculate beginning of this year to till date how many days. All right, so that is what the code is, get diff of td and then the beginning of the year date and then today's date. So it will give the difference of values in the days. See here 280 days, it's been 280 days in this year. Not only the day hardcode values here, we can also provide a table values. I'll show that example maybe if you are confused to use the date functions. And also one way you can use date function also here instead of hardcode value. Let's say instead of giving value you can also use get date instead of hardcoding. Same value, right? So earlier we hardcoded the today's date, but I had given, since we have inbuilt function which is get date for today's date, I have used this. Okay. So now we'll check the same scenario by using the existing tables, right? So see here, there is a difference for order date and due dates, right? So let's calculate how many days difference are there. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do now between order date and then maybe ship date. This makes sense, I guess, right? So order date and then ship date. I want to calculate. Select. First, as it is, I'll write the order dates. Why? Because we want to show what is the exact value and then ship date, comma. Now I'll calculate the differences between these two columns. So date diff I'll calculate in days, comma, first argument I'll give order date. So instead of hardcode value, I'll give columns here. That's what I told earlier. And then the second argument is another date. Okay, as difference in days. From the table name, fact internet sales. Guys, this adventure works file, I'll give it. We will be having already created tables along with the data. You can practice it. Otherwise, if you have patience, you can create another table and then you can write the data. All right. So I showed you how to manually load data, right? And also inserting data from another table. So that way you can do, or else you can utilize the existing table. When we start the ETL process, you'll get to know how the data will be loaded from different sources. Okay. Yeah. So this is the difference in days between the order date and then ship date here. See the maximum, I think you can see here, 7 days till now. Yeah. I think almost all are 7 days. Clear? Any questions here, guys? If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's it. The date function, date if, date at, date part. And then did anyone get doubt on how to get the day name? If I do select star from or select get date, we'll get the today's date and time, right? But if you want to convert it to only date, we can use cast, right? But if you want to get the day name, how to get it as date? This will give only the date out of today's date time, right? So it will retrieve only date. But you want, if you want to know the today's day name, how to do that? So the function is, I think, day of week. Think day name. Even I did not use recently. Just now I got it out. Day name of PD. No. Date part, date add, date if. Date if. Date right day name.
I hope we can use name,
Sorry,
date name,
did I use date name or day name?
date name.
I have used it, right? No. Did I use date name early? I think I used, right? Yeah. So it is fetching.
Day name only, I think.
So something like that. Yeah. I didn't use it, but just thought to tell you guys, but I did not remember exactly. Date name. I think date name only.
And no need to give cast. That's all I think.
No, this cast is used to convert these values. In between, you can use it, but otherwise, it's optional. So I think this is the way. Yeah. Date name of weekday. Okay. So if you want to use date name of month, I think you can use month. The month name will be retrieved. This is another. Clear? That's why, guys, even the same thing happens for you. If you did not use it frequently, you will forget the names itself, right? So try to note it down on the book, whatever the topics which we are discussing. And when you are revisioning, you can read the book content, right? So instead of again opening the recorded video. Okay. So that's it with the date function. So let's start with string functions here. So as of now, whatever we have discussed, it's a date functions. It will operate on the date fields, right? So now we are going to discuss about string functions. It will operate on string data type functions, which is worker or n worker, whatever it is. Okay. So let's say if you want to fetch, if let's say there is a column called name. If it is having a value of first name and then last name, if you want to fetch it only the first few characters out of it, how to fetch it? Let's say I'll select. Yes, here I'm telling the basic examples. I'm not using tables. Okay, and we can also use the tables like I showed for the date functions. Right here also I'll show you, but for just information I'm telling. See here, if let's say there is a name called Amareddy here. Okay, so I don't want to fetch the full name here. I want to fetch only the first 4 characters out of it. How to fetch it? Right. So there is a function called left, which will retrieve the leftmost characters. All right. So let's say if I give the left of value, comma 4, if I execute, it will retrieve the from left side first 4 characters. That is what the left function will do. And if you use same right here, there is a function called right. Both left and right will accept 2 arguments. The first argument is the input string value. Either we can give column here. If you give column, then you have to give from class here, from table name. Clear? Since we are using hard-coded values, we are not providing any table as input. So select right of the input provided string and the number of characters you want to fetch it from the right side. So if I execute now, the output will be EDDY. Why? Because I mentioned only 4 characters. Okay. So the left will retrieve the leftmost value. How many positions you have mentioned here? Let's say 4 positions means from left side 4 positions will be retrieved as output. And if you use right, from right side, whatever the number you have provided here, the position, and that many numbers will calculate from the right side. If you give 2, then only 2 will be fetched as output from the right side. Let me give 2. Right. So if you wanted to use on the table, there is table called dim customer. Select star from table name. Right. See here, here if you want to fetch any values left of something, left of only 3 values, you don't want to display name as a length, full length value. So you want to fetch it only first 3 characters out of the name. Then you can just use left of first name, comma 3 characters. Since we are doing calculation here, you have to give the alias name, right, as first name from this table. Okay. And if you want to use the actual column name without any filter, you can just use it front, so that you can see the both the values side to side. Right. Eugene, EUG, Ruben, RUB, Christy, CHR. Right. So this is how we can fetch the part of the string value. Okay. Let's say if you don't want to fetch it between the right side or left side, if you want to fetch it after few characters, right? So let's say if you want to fetch ZAB, starting with how many positions, ending with how many positions. All right. So let's say we have another function called substring. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? I think someone unmuted it. Okay. Guys, if you don't have any concerns, please go on mute. So substring will retrieve the part of the string. So let's say I can say, I'll give an example here. Select substring. Let's say there is value called right here, and then 2, 3. What happens? What happened, guys? Can anyone explain what you understood? What you guys understood out of this? It's simple, right? So substring function will accept 3 arguments. The first argument is input string value, and then second argument is starting from which position. Second argument is starting with which position, which is second position. I want to retrieve substring from next 3 characters. Starting with second character to next 3 characters means this part will retrieve as a output. Clear? And if you want to use from first character to next 4 characters, you can specify. See, the difference is for left, you can fetch it from left side, starting first position to n number of positions, right side, right? But the substring will allow you to select the starting position of the value as well. See, if you want to use from third position, then you can give third position here, 3 to next 4 characters, right? And even it will retrieve the space also here. Space is also will occupy 1 character, right? So it is fetching 4 characters, A, R, space, and then again R. Clear the substring? And if you want me to show you here, I can show on the table data as well. Simple. The same. Instead of hard coded, we'll just give column name. That's it. See here, substring of what is my column name? First name. Starting with first character, I need next 5 characters. Okay. So if you select it, you can retrieve the first character to next 5 characters. Okay. See here, first character is E, next is U, right? So since we have mentioned here only 5 characters, you can see the first 5 characters and then E will be ignored here. Clear? So the next function is, has any concerns here?
ఈ సబ్స్ట్రింగ్ ఫంక్షన్ అనేది ఎప్పుడు యూస్ చేస్తామండి?
ఐ థింక్ అలానే నేను ఏదైనా ఒక నేమ్లో పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆ వాల్యూ తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటే వీ కెన్, ఏదంటే ప్రొడక్ట్ నేమ్ కానీ ఎప్పుడైనా కానీ, యూ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు మెన్షన్ ద ఫుల్ నేమ్ హియర్. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ ద నేమ్ ఫెచ్ ఇట్ ఓన్లీ ద ఫ్యూ క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఫ్రమ్ స్పెసిఫైడ్ పొజిషన్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ యూస్. సి, మనం ఈ ఫంక్షన్స్ అన్ని కంపల్సరీగా యూస్ చేయాలని లేదు, ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి మనం నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం. ఏదైనా సిచ్యువేషన్ వస్తే యూస్ చేస్తాం, లేదంటే లేదు అంతే. either it may be date functions or string functions or whatever it is.
రియల్ టైం లో యూస్ చేయమండి సబ్స్ట్రింగ్ ఫంక్షన్.
రియల్ టైమ్ లో నేను నా ప్రాజెక్ట్ అందరికి యూస్ చేయలేదు, ఎందుకంటే ఐ డెంట్ గెట్ దట్ సినారియో టు యూజ్ ఇట్. బట్ డేట్ ఫంక్షన్స్ విల్ యూజ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ షూర్.
యా, ఓకే.
Maybe left function sometimes will use left or right, but not all functions. Okay.
Okay.
No, any topic here which we are discussing, that depends on the project scenario, you will use it, right? Even the default constraint also you may use or you may not use. I did not use the default constraint. Why? Because my scenario is not to insert the default values into a table. Since that option is there, I am teaching you. Okay. Right. So, and then if you get a doubt, saying if you wanted to fetch, I think maybe replace. So first tell me replace and then I'll tell you, talk about the other one. So replace function. So replace function will just replace the value with the specified value, which means, let me tell you with example so that you'll get better understanding. Select replace of first argument is input string, and then the second argument is which value you want to replace with what value, third argument. All right, so let's say I'll use Ishwar here. So what happens now? Replace function will accept three arguments. The first argument is input string, second argument is which value you want to replace, and the third argument with what value you need to replace. Which value you want to replace and with what value. So this Amar will be replaced with Ishwar here. All right. So let me execute and show you this. See, instead of Amar, it is Ishwar here. Clear? To replace. See, there will be scenarios on the product description or whatever it is. So you don't want to mention specific word, but it is there on the table. You don't want that name to be mentioned in the value. Instead, you want some other value. So during that scenario, you can just use the replace function to replace the text value in a field. Instead of this text, you can append this text to the value so that you can see the value, the changed value here.
So no syntax. Moving like old one to new one.
Correct. So now here you will get a doubt, right? So instead of the text replacement, maybe can you replace it with the number of characters? That is what your doubt? See,
Yes.
here the only specific text, right? Let's say if you want to replace the value with positions. So for that, there is a function called stuff. Stuff function will replace the value with specified positions. So the syntax is select stuff and the input string, and then I want to replace the value with starting positions to 2 and the next 4 characters I want to replace with Ishwar. Let me execute so that you'll get better understanding of the stuff function. Yeah, what happened? Can anyone explain here?
Mamar, it will take first from second character.
Mhm.
It will changes the name.
See what happens, stuff function will accept 4 arguments. The first argument is input string, and then the second argument is starting position of the value which you need to replace. Next, how many characters you want to replace? Starting with second character, I want to replace next 4 characters here, which is 1, A is 2. I'll highlight it. First character, second character, third character, 4 characters, right? So that is what it is here, A, and then instead of MAR space, it is Ishwar, and then the second value is continued, right? Let's say if you give here 5 characters, now R also will be replaced. This part will be replaced, this full part, right? That's all. So using stuff, the specified number of positions also we can replace. Whereas using replace, we can replace only with the specified text with another text. Okay. I think guys, it's time up. I'll take 1 hour class tomorrow. Still, I'm not feeling well, but I don't want to give too much gap for you guys. Okay. So tomorrow I'll take 1 hour class. Yeah. Any concerns? If not,
No, sir.
yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining.